Hi guys, Jess here, and today I am decorating day 3 and 4 of my December daily or documenting December spread. And I am using the super cute number system that my sister used when she decorated my advent calendar because I thought, why let that go to waste? So this is just the top of the box that said number 3, and I'm just trimming that down to be the size of one of the small Project Life cards, so 3x4 cards. And then I'm going to back it onto a Project Life card, and I want the colour scheme to be relatively similar and complementary. So the little bit that decorated the bordering that decorated the bottom of the box is kind of in that light greeny snow blue colour, so I wanted the cards to be of a similar colour. So I'm just sticking the number 3 on, and then I'm very carefully peeling the border off the box because I want to use that as well. And luckily, whatever Katie used to stick it all on with, it was relatively easy to peel it off. So that was awesome and didn't do too much damage to the snowflake border, and I could actually use the same stickiness that was already on it. So winning all around. So I just popped that on, and that is my number 3, done, dusted, easy. So then to do the rest, obviously I'm going to put some enamel dots, can't have decorations without an enamel dot. So I'm just rounding the corners. I like my albums to look the same. So because the Project Life cards come with rounded corners, I now have to round the corners of my photos. If the Project Life cards came with sharp corners, then I'd just leave my photos sharp as well. I just like it to be universal and all looking the same. I do have a corner punch, but I just find it doesn't work at all. So I just end up doing it by hand, which is really fiddly and a real pain in the backside. But if I do it, sometimes I'll sit down and do 100 photos all at once. Other times I'll just do it as I go along, and it doesn't take too long. So I printed these photos on my selfie, and this was the first time I'd used my selfie. So I was very excited by how easy it was and how well it worked. Just watching my husband walk in with my Christmas present to put under the Christmas tree, and I can see that he has helped himself to one of my Project Life Christmas cards to put on the front of my present. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Just going into my little scrap room and just helping himself off my desk. I don't know about this at all. Anyway, so just decorating the journaling card there and handwriting out my journaling about what's happening in these photos and what's going on. Just the lunch we were at and the very first Christmas present received, and just did a little bit of extra decorating onto that Project Life card with the snowflakes again, and just it's one of those thick puffy stickers of a pile of presents. Now I am looking in my stash because I'm sure that I've got a little tag that says present or first present or something like that, but I can't find it. So I think I will write one myself and just put on it that this is my son's very, very, very first Christmas gift for the season. So hunting around, I don't think I like my handwriting, so I change to the little circle dot that says present time. I'm very particular about my journaling and my writing, and I think I decided that the little handwritten one looked really, really messy, and I just couldn't do it, so I had to get rid of that. Just putting a few enamel dots around. I love enamel dots. They are like my favorite embellishment. They just go everywhere and on everything, and they're just perfect. Lots of them because I love them. So yeah, just popping all those around everywhere, different colors. I'm trying to use sort of the dark bluey kind of color ones because that goes with the number 3, because that's the color of the number 3. Now on this day, I did not do anything Christmas related, so I did not have any Christmas photos, except I saw on Facebook that you could play with Siri and ask her silly Christmas questions. So that was what my Christmas thing was today. Those little photos of me asking Siri where Santa is and things about being naughty and nice and things like that. So I just thought they were a little bit fun and a little bit silly. So I took screenshots of those and I'm putting those into my December daily as well. And so now I'm just trying to super carefully get the doily off because I didn't want to rip the page or rip the doily, more to the point. And I did pretty good. I think I got one teensy tiny rip in it, which is nothing, so that's great. And again, I will need to back that onto a card. And I'm actually just double-siding the cards today just because I liked the back of ones I'd already used. So that was winning. I didn't need a whole new card. I could just pop them on with the other the back of the other cards that I'd used on the other side. So that was cool. Some of the little gold, I was going to say enamel dots, but they're not really enamel dots. They're like raised circles, those ones, but same. And this one I think was about eating cookies or having cookies. So I really liked that there was a gingerbread man on there. I really want to do something to this. I don't like that it's square, and I'm fiddling around and thinking about what it is I can do to make it a bit better and to have it fit in the layout a bit nicer. What is that? Sorry, I have no words today. I'm just what I can do. I'm just a bit lost with laying this out and how I want it to look and what I want it to do. So I go and get my diamond press because I'm thinking I'm going to make it into a circle, but then I realise if I make it into a circle using my diamond press, I'm going to cut off the question. But I do really want it to be a circle. So I find a few different things and I'm like, yep, that's it. I'm going to freehand and cut my own circle. So off I go, start cutting my own, cutting. And then I realised it was an absolute disaster because I can't cut the other half. It's not going to be a circle. It is some weird, strange shape that just looks disastrous. Time to stop, abort mission, abort. So I just leave it as it is. I'm not happy with it at all. I could reprint the photo, but I'm just going to fly with it. It's a bit of a nothing day anyway, so I'm just sticking it on and closing my eyes and keeping on going. I am going to look back at my album and be like, I hate this page, flick, turn over. But you have that happens. I don't have time to keep going over it and over it. I'm only up to day 3 and 4 and we are up to day 23, so let's keep going. So I decide with the second photo, I'm just going to leave it square. Let's not mess this up. But I need some embellishing, so I'm flicking through. This is a Kaiser Craft pack that I got on sale for $5. So I'm flicking through that to try and find things that are cool. And because it was an on sale one, it's actually from last year and I really love those hearts. One of them says love this and the other one says December 2015. And I am determined to use the December 2015 one, even though it's 2016. So I'm like, December's fine, can keep the DEC, but I've got to try and get rid of the 2013, 15, sorry. How can I get rid of the 2015? I've just got to cover it up. It's fine. So in this stage, I am fiddling with a bunch of hearts to try and place them in the correct way to cover the 2015. I do eventually get there, but gosh, it took a lot of fiddling around. It should not have been so difficult, but apparently it was. So once I do that, I work out, because I want colours as well. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I've got golden red hearts in here. So I want to keep the golden red heart thing going. So I'm fiddling around. I've got some pre-punched hearts ready to go in my stash. So I'm looking through all of those different hearts to try and find the right colours. And it is a big deal apparently. And now I am getting the Project Life card I want to back it onto, and just rounding off the corners of that square photo. As I said, I don't fiddle with this one because I know it'll be a disaster, so I just keep it a simple square matching the Project Life card, which is what I should have done in the first place. But anyway, moving on. Clearly I'm not over it. Again, I took the border off the box, so I'm going to use that in the layout somewhere if I can. So just sticking down these hearts. And I've got one more pocket to go, but I'm pretty sure I cheat with this pocket as well. I am just finding the whole December daily process at the moment so super duper easy because I already have so much stuff ready to go. So that is my hot tip. I've never done December daily before, but if you were to do it again, or if I was to do it again, I would try and pre-prepare as much as I possibly can in advance maybe. Look, I'm sure next year I won't do that, but that is what's made keeping up with the album so much easier, because I can just put the numbers on because Katie's already decorated those for me, so simple and easy. Then I just put in some photos with a little bit of embellishing, simple and easy. Journaling, well, that's not too difficult either, which is awesome. And then in my advent calendar, my sister gave me a bunch of already embellished, ready to go Project Life cards, and they're beautiful and just lovely, and so I can just straight out pop one of those in, which is awesome. So it makes life much easier, which I'm very happy about. So just doing a little bit of journaling. No idea what I'm writing on this day because, oh yes I do, writing about how much I love Christmas. I love the decorating and love the gift giving and love everything about Christmas. So that is what I'm writing on this journaling card. Now, I should be finished, but I decided that I really hated the handwritten journaling. I just couldn't stand my handwriting. So I went onto the Project Life app and bought one of the Christmas season Project Life cards and printed out new ones. What I was showing you right back at the start of this cut scene was that my selfie had cut off the writing, which I knew was going to happen. There's been heaps of discussion on that on the Facebook pages. So I just put a little bit of sticky tape where the perforated edge is and left it be. It was fine. It looks fine. So I'm now basically transferring the decorating I'd done on the other journaling cards onto the printed journaling card. It's going to look similar, not exactly the same because this journaling I wrote more and it took up more space, but it's going to be sort of similar. So I'm putting the border on again like I did before, and I had to cut down the puffy sticker present stack because I couldn't fit the whole thing, but I still wanted a little present on there. So I just cut it down and I put it on. And yeah, so basically the same. Not 100% the same, but basically the same. I'm still happy with how it looks. In fact, I'm happier with how it looks because the writing just looks nicer, in my opinion, than my stinky handwriting. Now, everyone's different. A lot of people would be like, no, but it's your journal and it's your writing and it looks lovely being from you. That's a nice train of thought, and I understand that. But in my opinion, I much rather having it printed. I just can't deal with my handwriting. So yeah, just finishing up this decorating done because I didn't have to do anything for that. And my layout is done. So there is number 3 and there is number 4. Thanks guys. Stay tuned for more.